And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to this afternoon stream as we've got a cross-conference battle coming your way. The Tampa Bay Lightning in Calgary to take on the Calgary Flames this afternoon. Should be a fun matchup. A very desperate Flames team needing to get some points and some wins in the win column against a Tampa Bay Lightning team on their Western Canadian road trip, coming off a loss to the Edmonton Oilers. Going to try and get back in the win column here today. Should be a fun game. Hope you guys are ready to go. Really appreciate you all being here. And we're a few minutes away from puck drop. I'm going to get the poll up in the chat so all of you can get your votes in on who you think is going to win this one today. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. After watching Calgary Wednesday night against Colorado, I'm very much hoping that the Flames bring a new level of urgency, a new level of fight and just energy to the game than what we saw on Wednesday, because they really didn't start playing until the third period, and by then it was too little too late. So Calgary, who's now been bumped out of a playoff spot by the Colorado Avalanche, really need to start playing with that fight in their game and act like they really want to be here and be a playoff team. And this is a great opportunity against a quality opponent in the Lightning to do that. So we got the Lightning on the road, Flames at home. Poll is up in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. And I want to say hello to everybody as well. We've got Connor, Wilson, J-Dog, Heather, Cy, Kyle, Rangers and Panthers fan, MC Lego, Justin, Thomas, Axie, Joey. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. Thank you guys all so much for coming by this afternoon. We are getting ready for puck drop, and what I'm hoping is a fun game today between these two teams. Fruit Snack, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Again, Tampa on their Western Canadian trip right now, coming off a loss against Edmonton, trying to get back into the win column, looking for their 30th win of the season. They have a 10-point cushion over Florida and about 2 minutes away from Buffalo as well at 49 points. Tampa's at 59. They've got a pretty good cushion as far as that third spot in the Atlantic. So it's not, a desperate game for the Lightning or anything that they have to win. But coming off a loss, obviously, they're going to want to get back into the win column and back playing well and whatnot. But this is an extremely important game for the Calgary Flames, who just lost at home to Colorado. They've lost 2 straight and have fallen out of a playoff position, with the Avalanche winning last night, taking over that last wild card spot in the Western Conference. So, you've got a big 2 points on the line here for Calgary, and they didn't play all that well on Wednesday. They didn't really have a lot of bite to their game, a lot of urgency in their game against the Avalanche. They really didn't show up until the third period, and you know that they're going to want to play a little bit differently and bounce back from that today. So I'm looking for a very fired up Flames team here, and a real big effort to try and get themselves back ahead of the Avalanche in the standings. So should be a fun one. I'm hoping it's a fun game to watch here over the next couple of hours. Hey, happy birthday, Heather. That is awesome. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a fantastic birthday, and thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Seth, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Nope, I'm going to my friend's house as soon as this game is over. So this is my only stream of the day. We're getting ready for puck drop here, so should be another just a few more minutes and we'll be into the action. Now, Buffalo is in the final minute now of their game against Anaheim. They're winning that one 6-3, so looks like Buffalo is going to get the W today and tie themselves with Florida with 49 points. However, Buffalo has fewer games played, so that means they will actually pass the Panthers in the standings, even though they have the same number of points. They have the tiebreaker with fewer games, and the Sabres will move into 4th place in the Atlantic Division. And that's still 10 points behind Tampa Bay, who's pretty firmly in the 3rd spot right now. Hey, what's going on, Red Rubber? Gerry, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Maybe, Axie, we'll see. I don't know. I don't have any sort of long-term plans. All I know is I take it week by week, and with me not streaming on Thursday, I'm doing this game to make up for it. So this will probably be the last commercial break, and then we should be getting into the action here. I'm ready for puck drop. I'm ready to go. So it looks like about 2/3 of you think the Lightning are going to take it in this game. Again, I don't blame you making that pick given the way Calgary looked on Wednesday. I'm just hoping we see a more energetic and urgent effort from the Flames today than what we saw against Colorado the other night. Yeah, the injuries continue to pile up for Montreal. And obviously, Caulfield is the latest out for the season. Slafkovsky's out for, probably the rest of the year as well. It definitely looks like Montreal is going to end up being one of the worst teams this year. I don't know if they're worst team in the league material, because if you look at the standings, like Montreal's at 41 points, which is second to last in the Eastern Conference. But if you look over at the West, they're 11 points ahead of Chicago, 10 points ahead of Anaheim. Back in the East, they're big-time points ahead of Columbus. I can't even do that math. It's going to be 13 points ahead of Columbus right now. So there are worse teams than Montreal. Obviously, they've got some significant pieces out of the lineup now, and wins have been tough to come by for them recently. But I still, they're gonna have to get real lucky in the lottery if they're gonna get Bedard. I still think, Columbus and Chicago in particular are more in line for that Connor Bedard pick. But Montreal will definitely be down there, probably picking top 5. Vernon, what is going on? Welcome in. Fruit Snack, happy birthday. Hope you're having a great day. Ace, what is going on? Matt, welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. Isaac, appreciate you coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, we'll see. The Leafs, they lose some of those random games sometime. We'll see how that goes later tonight. But yeah, I mean, Montreal's just they're losing players left and right. They're not a great team to begin with. Got to imagine that morale there is getting pretty low. I would feel like they're probably just going through the motions at this point. My next stream is going to be Monday. I'm going to be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, I believe. That's the plan right now anyway. But we're getting into the action here. Ready to go? Because you said it was you in the chat, Heather. So we got Dan Vladar in goal for the Calgary Flames in this one, and Andrei Vasilevsky going down at the other end here for Tampa Bay. Vasilevsky's got 20 wins already this season. Hasn't been spectacular numbers for him, but very solid season for Vasilevsky. Maybe not elite, but very solid. And right off the draw there, 5 seconds in, we got a puck deflected up and into the bench. So we are underway in this one. Tampa and Calgary getting going here. Period number 1, some afternoon hockey action. Daniel, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Flames dump this one in. It will be chased by Lindholm to the corner against Point. Working this around. Sergachev sends it up the wall. Uyghur keeps it down low. Down to Dubé, who's hit along the wall. Trying to dig this one out. Hagel comes away with it. Tampa clears out to the neutral zone. Braden Point will chase behind the net, but it's played by Vladar. Down in the corner, move to the middle. Taken up, Lindholm clears. Calgary comes back the other way. And they'll get a line change, which means Tampa has a chance to regroup and get set with the puck. Behind the net. Played up through the middle. Taken here by Hanifin. He'll dump it back in deep behind Vasilevsky for Sergachev to play. Just about a minute into this first period. Play has begun over the red line into the offensive zone. Nick Paul was stationary, though. It was too far in front of him, and the Flames take it back. Up the wall, Lucic trying to get it out of the zone. Passes to the middle. Carried up here by Anderson into the offensive end. Rasmus Anderson with a shot. And a nice kick save there by Andrei Vasilevsky. Back out to the neutral zone. It's Zadorov regrouping for Calgary. Passes one off for Kadri. Nazem Kadri with it. Back to the point. Moved up now through the neutral zone into the offensive end. There's a shot from Michael Backlund. Deflected up and out of play. We get a whistle with 18:27 to go in the first, and a face-off coming back in the Tampa Bay zone. So a scoreless start to this one, a minute and 33 seconds in. And we are getting ready for an ozone draw on the way here for the Flames. Tegan, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for being here. I am watching on ESPN Plus, Matt. BC Transportation, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. That's played up the wall to Killorn. Killorn gets hit there by Uyghur. And it's kept in the offensive zone by the Flames as they get back in on the forecheck. Killorn will try again. He's hit again by Uyghur, but this time chips it out. Tanev chases all the way back. Vladar leaves it for him behind the net. Around it goes. Move to the middle. Uyghur. Pass across into the offensive zone. Backlund with it. He fires a sharp angle shot. That's stopped by Vasilevsky. He covers it up. And we get another whistle here with 17:58 to go and an ozone draw for the Flames on the way. So we're still looking for our first goal of this game. Flames here with some good time in the offensive zone early in this one as they look to get out to an early lead on home ice. Trevor Lewis is going to get kicked out of the draw. That means Jacob Pelletier is going to come in. Around now, move to the middle, played through, lifted. Lewis will dump it in from the red line. Pelletier chases to the corner. Around it goes Lewis, trying to get it back out in front. That gets sent up and cleared out of the zone. Pascal Foot. Corey Perry brings it into the offensive end. Cycles it around for Stone to play in the corner up the wall. Sergachev keeps it in the attacking zone. Second chance, Stone clears. Around now. Played down behind the net. Belmar with it. Taken in the corner. Lifted up and out. That one gets past Uyghur. Tanev with it now. Lifted over the red line into the offensive zone. Flames on the attack. Pass in front. Chance there for Dubé, but he couldn't get it redirected on goal. Down now in the corner. Dylan Dubé trying to get away from Cirelli. Hedman gets in there as well, and Cirelli takes the puck up to Stamkos. Stamkos tried to pass it back. Gives a shot from Toffoli. And a big save there by Vasilevsky as he snags that Toffoli shot in the glove. Just over 3 minutes now into the period. It will be an ozone draw again for the Flames on the way. No, it is not, Rangers and Panthers fan. I posted what the schedule is on the community tab. No Mander, what's going on? NFL fan Dallas Cowboys, welcome in. Aiden, welcome in. Thank you for being here. One back to the point. Played across now to the middle. It's taken by Kadri. Flames still have it. Offensive zone. Spin around. Dump back deep to the corner. Lucic takes a hit there from Paul. Working around for Huberdeau. Back to Uyghur at the blue line. Uyghur can't keep it in, and Kucherov pokes it out of the zone. Flames have to go back and regroup, trying again. Stolen away by Tampa. Move through the middle. Flames steal it back as Huberdeau takes it on the back check. Around across now to Hanifin. Noah Hanifin with it through the middle. Taking up Backlund into the offensive zone. Trying to get it through for Coleman, but Chernak is able to get a stick on that. Pokes it away, and Tampa takes possession. Lightning still don't have a shot on goal in this game, a little over 4 minutes in. Chernak sends it up the wall. Gets it through to Maroon into the middle. Here comes Colton. Ross Colton drives wide to the corner. He's checked there by Anderson. Around it goes to Nick Paul. Paul with it. Spins off a hit. Trying to get one in on goal. There's a save by Vladar as he pokes that to the corner. Good stop there by Dan Vladar. Maroon trying to keep it in the zone, but Hanifin will eventually work it out. Flames are into the offensive end. Pass goes off of Cal Foot's skate. Coleman with a quick backhand on goal, and now we get a whistle. And a little bit of a skirmish after the play as Mangiapane gets into it. Coleman jumps in as well with Nick Paul. And a little bit of a skirmish there as we get some early action in front of Andrei Vasilevsky. Offensive zone draw for the Flames on the way. Still looking for the first goal. Hey, what's going on, Radio Free? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I don't know, Nomander. I'm not the coach. I mean, probably because he sucks and Vladar's better. So they're playing Vladar today. Peltier loses that offensive zone draw. Tampa trying to start the breakout as it's carried up through the middle. Nemesnikov can't get that one deep. It's played back by the Flames into the attacking zone. Pass in front there. And Jacob Peltier with a shot. A big save by Vasilevsky as he covers that one up. And 15:04 to go here in the first. Be another offensive zone face-off for the Flames. Have put on a lot of pressure here against Tampa in the first 5 minutes, but still nothing finding the back of the net. One back now by Braden Point. Victor Hedman behind the goal. Trying to pass that over to Bogosian, who sends it up the wall and out of the zone. Weegar passes back in as the Flames get onside. Vasilevsky chips that one to the boards. Hit there by Bogosian, but Dubé will keep it in the offensive zone. Flames still on the attack, working it around, down behind the net. What's going on, Pablo? Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. No, Mander. Boston is definitely not going to win 70 games. I think they can possibly win into the 60s at the rate that they're going, but they're not going to win 70, no. As Vladar handles that long throw in from Kucherov, he covers it up, and it will result in an offensive zone draw now for the Lightning, who are trying to get something going in the attacking end after spending much of the first 5 minutes in their own zone. No. I would give Boston less than a 1% chance of winning 70 games. Less than a 1% chance. It's not happening. Nobody in the NHL is winning 70 games. The record is 62. Nobody's beating that by 8 games. One back now by the Lightning. Taken here by Foot. He purposely sends that wide. Back out in front. Trying to work it. Cycling down low. Played behind the net now. Rasmus Anderson up to Kadri. Kadri off the wall. Chip to the middle. Taken now. Flames into the offensive zone. Anderson gets around Sergachev. Throws it through the middle. And that's all the way back. I mean, yeah, 65 is still kind of a long shot, but definitely a possibility. 65 is a lot more reasonable than 70, yes. That one deflects up into the Flames bench. We'll get another stoppage here with 13:50 to go in the first. See you later, Pablo. Have a good day. And we'll see you again soon in the chat. And it's been largely Flames with all the pressure early as we head to our first commercial break of this one. Tampa and Calgary still scoreless. But Flames have had a lot of the puck possession and early offensive zone time in this one. Hey, what's going on, Gordon? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Hey, John, welcome. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. No. Buffalo, I don't have making the playoffs. They're still too inconsistent right now. They've made great progress. They're a lot better than they have been in really any recent season. But I do not have them making the playoffs this year. I still think they're a little too inconsistent. And right now they're 4 points out of a playoff spot at 49. Pittsburgh holds the last spot at 53. They would also have to pass the Islanders. I just think that they're a little too inconsistent to snag a spot this season. But they are greatly, greatly improved. And they're going to be a real threat to get into the postseason for years to come. They've got a great young core there. I just don't think it happens this year. Malika, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I agree, Isaac. I think Florida is going to miss as well. I do not think Florida makes the playoffs this year. I think both wild card teams are going to come from the Metro Division. So I think only the Atlantic are going to send 3, and that's going to be Boston, Toronto, and Tampa Bay. I think both wild cards come from the Metro, and that's an absolute dogfight for position right now. So we're back underway. Maroon sends it around for Chernak. Chernak out high, sends it back deep. Maroon behind the net, looking for a play in front. Trying to work it around now, taken here by Ross Colton. Played by Michael Backlund. He's got Nick Paul all over him, trying to dig the puck out. Eventually, it's up to Mangiapane. Sends it through the middle and out of the zone. Coleman into the offensive end. Calgary back on the attack. Pass for Zadorov was a little too far in front, and now the Lightning come the other way as Paul carries in. Doesn't have any help, so he just sends it deep, and then we'll head off for the change. We've got 12:50 to go here in period 1. I'm doing pretty good, Malika. How are you? I'm glad to see you here in the chat. Thank you for being here. Round now, shot there from Hannafin gets blocked and sent out to the point, but kept in by the Flames. They're back on the attack, outshooting Tampa Bay 7-2 here in the first period. That one's poked out of the zone, though, by Killorn. Good job by Tampa to clear their end, and now it's back through the neutral zone. Backhanded in. Down behind the net, Rasmus Andersson chased by Cirelli. Through the middle, Peltier dumps it into the offensive end. Vasilevsky leaves it. Thrown out in front. It's taken here by Victor Hedman, and the Lightning regain possession. Hedman lofts it out of the zone. Back to the Calgary end for Chris Tanev to play. Tanev will start the breakout as he looks for a passing lane. Sends it up the wing. Carried now through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Flames back on the attack. Shot there is blocked by Bogosian. Ends up for Lindholm. He's checked down in the corner. Both teams digging for it, trying to get to this puck. 11:35 to go in the first. Almost halfway through the opening frame here. We're still looking for our first goal as Tampa Bay carries it now out to the neutral zone. Through and into the offensive end. Braden Point dumps it deep. Nikita Kucherov first on it. Takes it from Uyghur. Around it goes, up the wall, past everybody. Played there, Chernak. Uyghur with another hit on Kucherov. And we're going to get an elbowing call now. And this is going to be on Mackenzie Uyghur, it looks like. First power play of the game is going to go to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And a chance here in the first period on the road to try and get a lead in this one. Uyghur to the box for elbowing and Tampa to the man advantage. So here's an opportunity for the Lightning on the power play to try and get an early lead here in this game. Samuel, what's going on? Welcome in. Chastity, welcome. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate you guys all being here. We'll see what Tampa can do with this opportunity or if the Flames can kill it off. That's taken now. Hagel. Worked back to the point. Played here by Hedman. Over to the far side. Around it goes. Taken by Braden Point. Little offline there for Hagel and Kucherov. And that's back out to the neutral zone as that's cleared by the Flames. Lightning trying to carry back in, but the Flames putting on good pressure. They steal the puck away. Zadorov will send it all the way down. And that's going to go off glass. Hedman's got to go back and get it. 1:25 left on the power play. Hey, what is going on, Alex? Welcome in. Congratulations on senior night, man. That is awesome. I'm glad you guys won and appreciate you stopping by today. Good to have you in the chat as Blake Coleman gets hit there. Trying to work it up the wall. Flames keep it in the offensive end shorthanded. Coleman doing a great job down low. Eventually the Lightning take it and they'll carry it through. Over the red line into the offensive end. Drop pass, top of the circle. Killorn spins back. Played to the point, back to Killorn on the half wall. Now down to the corner. Paul with it. He's trying to get away from Anderson. Around to the near side, Kucherov. Back out high. Sergachev with a shot. There! Saved by Vladar. Loose puck, and he covers that rebound quickly before any of the Lightning could get to it. Best opportunity of the power play there. But Vladar makes a great save. Offensive zone faceoff coming up, still with 41 seconds on the power play for Tampa. Looking for our first goal, but the goaltenders have held strong so far. And Dan Vladar hasn't had to make a ton of saves yet, but that was a very important one there on the power play. Colton will come in to take it now. Cross to the corner, taking Tanev up the wall and cleared all the way down. Important clear there by Calgary as they send it the length of the rink. Sergachev will start the carry back up. Then he drops it off. Pass back. Moved over the red line into the offensive end. Paul gets that stolen away. And that's cleared again here by the Flames as they send it all the way behind Vasilevsky. Final 15 seconds of the power play. Maybe time for one last rush here for Tampa. Nick Paul gains the red line. Passes it off to Colton. Ross Colton, offensive zone. Cycles down low with Paul. Back to the half wall in front. Here's an opportunity. And a nice block there as that's sent up into the netting. Corey Perry with the chance, but he couldn't get it past the man in front. And that's going to keep this a 0-0 game. Power play has just come to an end for Tampa. And with less than 10 minutes to go in the first period, we're going to head to our second commercial break of this one. Lightning and Flames still 0-0. Yeah, Justin, that trade has not worked out for anybody so far. Both Florida and Calgary have been massive disappointments this season. Both teams are outside of a playoff spot right now. Brutal season so far for Florida and a brutal season for the Flames as well. And yeah, right now it doesn't look like either of them are making the playoffs. So we're here at the little bit past the halfway point of this first period. Tampa Bay and Calgary, 0-0 game. Thank you guys all so much for coming by. Good to see everyone in the chat this afternoon. Definitely not my normal stream time, but added one in this weekend to have some fun. And appreciate you guys all coming by. So please don't forget, it really helps a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Giovanni, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I do not believe Stamkos has a shot on goal yet. No. I have not seen a Stamkos shot yet. Austin, what is going on? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. My favorite team, Tegan, is the Boston Bruins, but I'm a huge hockey fan in general, and I watch the entire league and cover the entire NHL. Jojo, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Lightning have it now. Stamkos pass to the middle. That one's stolen away by Nazem Kadri. The Flames will clear it back out into the offensive end. Lucic will chase deep. Sent around there and on Vasilevsky as they come together. Worked back around now. Another shot there for the Flames. That goes high. Up off glass. We get another whistle. As it's in the offensive zone. Taken now. We got gloves off. We got a fight. Ian Cole and Milan Lucic have dropped the gloves. Our first scrap of the game. As Lucic loses the helmet. Cole and Lucic both tied up pretty well right now. Lucic definitely the advantage here as far as fighting ability, but Ian Cole standing in strong, comes back with a couple of rights. Oh, Lucic pops someone right on the button, and I think that's going to be it for Cole as Lucic just grabs on, and that is going to do it for this one. Milan Lucic drops the gloves. And Ian Cole trying to hang in there with one of the better fighters left in the league. Lucic definitely got the better of that one. But a good scrap here early as Lucic and Cole go at it after Lucic had a little bit of contact with Andrei Vasilevsky. And trying to pump some life into this Flames team. It is the first fight of the year for Milan Lucic, which is surprising because he's still one of the better fighters in the league. But Lucic's first fight of the year drops the gloves there with Ian Cole, and we got some action early on in this one. Hey, let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Giovanni, newest subscriber to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Let's give a warm welcome in the chat. Terry, what is going on? Ellen Z, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you guys. Taken now. Flames have it. Offensive zone. Long shot there. Blocked away to the corner. Trying to work it around. It's taken by Belmar. And Tampa will get this up and out of the zone as Perry crosses the red line and dumps it in. Down and around it goes. Peltier plays in the corner, takes a hit but gets it through. Up the wall now, Stone out of the zone, played by Trevor Lewis. And it's into the offensive end, but stolen away by Cal Foote from Zadorov. Zadorov finishes his check. It's played the other way now, Nemesnikov at the red line. Belmar takes a big hit but dumps it in. Puck down now to the corner with 7:35 to go in the first. This game is starting to get physical. Working it up now into the offensive zone. Calgary back on the attack. Kucherov lands a big hit there on Uyghur. Down low, trying to work it back in front for Backlund. Flames couldn't get it through Bogosian. Around it goes. Taken in the corner, up the wall. Shot in there and a nice save on the point shot by Andrei Vasilevsky. Ends up in the corner. Played back to the blue line. Working it here. Tanev. Stolen away by Hedman, but Tanev will keep it in. Hedman tries again on the breakout. This time he gets the pass through to Kucherov. Into the offensive zone. Down in the corner. Back in front. Top of the circle here. Shot there by Hedman. Nice blocker save by Vladar. Around it goes. Taken by Uyghur now off the glass and out. Neutral zone. Eric Chernak will regroup with possession. Still looking for our first goal of this game as we tick down now to the under 6.5 minutes to go in the first period. Later part now of the opening frame. Calgary leading 9-3 in shots on goal, but nothing in the back of the net yet as the Lightning ice that one. That'll lead to a whistle and an offensive zone face-off on the way for the Flames. Sam, what's going on? Jack, welcome in. Thank you guys for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. 6:17 to go here in the first period. Offensive zone faceoff for the Flames on the way. Lindholm will take this draw against Nick Paul. Nick Paul wins it back defensively. And that's going to allow the Lightning to get it back out to the neutral zone. Off a body, taken now by Ross Colton. He cycles with Maroon. Pat Maroon from a sharp angle. Vladar holds the post. Around now. Down in the corner. Behind the net, played by Colton. Back out to the blue line. Long shot through traffic. Nice save there by Vladar. Getting that one up high. Calgary can't clear it out of the zone, though. Lindholm will try again. He takes a hit there by Maroon. Ends up down in the corner. Paul misses on the hit, and Calgary's going to backhand that one all the way back to the Lightning end. 5.5 to go here in the first period. Tampa regrouping behind their own goal. It's Erik Cernak waiting for an outlet pass. Nothing's opened up just yet. Now we'll throw it through the middle. Horrible turnover. Shot there by Kadri is just ripped wide. What a awful turnover there by Cernak. But it doesn't cost the Lightning as the shot from Kadri ends up going wide of the post. Tampa Bay with it now. Finally able to get it out to the neutral zone. Stamkos to the middle. Taken there. Cirelli gets knocked down by Dewar. But Hedman carries it into the offensive zone. Around now behind the net. Played here by Stamkos. Ends up in the corner for Killorn. Killorn back down low. Stamkos checked by Anderson. Move to the middle. Working it around. Taking it here. Killorn cycles for Cirelli. And we're going to have a penalty call coming up here. We get a whistle. And a hooking penalty on the way. And we'll get a whistle here. Calgary going to the power play. Anthony Cirelli is to the penalty box. A scoreless start to this one. Calgary on the power play when we get back late in period number 1. And we have a 0-0 hockey game as we head to our final commercial break of this opening period. We'll see if the Flames can score on the man advantage when we get back. So, earlier afternoon action today, the Buffalo Sabres defeated the Anaheim Ducks by a score of 6-3. That game is over. There's a bunch more games coming up tonight across the league, but this is the only game currently going on right now. Yeah, that was a horrific turnover there, Isaac, by Cernak. I mean, talk about just passing it to the wrong team in the middle of the ice. But luckily, Kadri missed that shot wide, and it didn't result in a goal against. So he ended up, not really being a costly turnover there, but definitely not one you want, not a place you want to see defensemen giving away the puck. Hey, that's awesome, Wilson. Congratulations. I hope you make good use of it. Oh, that's not uncommon, Terry. A lot of times, when teams get back home after long road trips, they lose that first game. That's not uncommon at all. It's just kind of one of those letdown games, getting back on home ice after a very, very long, time away. What's going on, Isaiah? Welcome in. We are back underway. Calgary's on the power play, but it's cleared all the way down by the Lightning. As a good start to this penalty kill for Tampa Bay. Working it now, turned over, taken by Tampa, shorthanded opportunity. Hagel gets knocked down there by Anderson. The cup is still a long, long way from being decided, John Wilkes Booth. The regular season doesn't mean shit once the playoffs start. The cup won't be decided until June. Around it goes now. Top of the Blue line played there to Foley. Back to the point, Anderson. Still a minute 5 to go on the power play. Flames set up finally in the offensive zone. Taken to the middle. Anderson with it. Plays it down low. Sharp angle shot from Toffoli. Nice blocker save there by Vasilevsky. And the Lightning will clear it all the way back to the Flames' end where Vladar will leave it for his D-man. Hannafin's going to carry it back up. We have 45 seconds left on the power play and 3:10 now remaining left in the first period. Down in the corner. Taken. Bogosian sends it up the wall. Flames keep it in. It's Hannafin at the blue line. Working it. Cycling down low for Peltier. Around it goes. Dubé through the middle. Mangiapane back to the point. Played here. Hannafin. Off to Mangiapane who gets knocked down. Gets back up. Fires a shot. That's deflected high off glass. Moved across into the middle. Taken by Killorn. Lightning cleared all the way down. Behind the net. 2:35 to go here as the final seconds drop off the power play. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Cirelli's out of the penalty box. The game remains scoreless. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. 2:20 to go here in the first. Long shot ripped wide. Behind the net. It's taken now by Coleman. To the face-off circle. Shot there, misses high. Uyghur keeps it in. Flames back on the attack. Still with it around. And now Chernak is getting into it with one of the Flames players. And we got a pretty good scrum going down below the goal line as Trevor Lewis is in the middle of it. And a couple other Flames as well. Blake Coleman, I think, was the first one. But Eric Chernak started the whole thing. And we have another gathering here as these teams get feisty, trying to get the energy high in this afternoon contest. And it looks like Chernak is going to be the only one headed to the penalty box. That is going to put Calgary right back to the power play here. And Chernak went right after Coleman there after the whistle. Lewis and Point jumped in as well as a few other players, but I believe Chernak is going to be the only one in the penalty box here. That's going to put Calgary right back to the power play. So they did not score on their first one, but they'll have another chance here. And it's one back now to Anderson. Anderson over to Toffoli. Toffoli with a shot through, and they score! Calgary on the power play! Toffoli with the shot. It looks like it may have been deflected in front by Nazem Kadri. The Flames put that one home. Power play goal. They lead 1-0. It is Kadri on the redirection. And that is going to be the 18th goal of the season for Nazem Kadri, who leads Calgary in goal scoring. And he gives them the lead here. First goal of the game on the power play. The Flames take advantage, and they are up 1-0. Upeka, what's going on? Welcome in. Rick, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. We're down now to the final 2 minutes of the first period. Braden Point carries up into the offensive zone. Blue line back to the corner. Lightning trying to set up in the attacking end here. Around it goes for Kucherov. 1:40 to go here in the first. Jem, what's going on? Thanks for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. And now we got Kucherov going at it with Uyghur here as they exchange a little bit of a jab. And now Bogosian's trying to get at Uyghur as Calgary carries it back up ice. The whistle's going to blow. Bogosian has his gloves off. He wants to go with Uyghur, but Uyghur wants nothing to do with him. And things are getting nasty here between the Flames and the Lightning as these teams look like division rivals all of a sudden. Uyghur wants nothing to do with Bogosian. And it looks like the initial penalty is going to be on Kucherov. Wow, this is going to be a full 5-on-3 for the Calgary Flames, as the original penalty is against Nikita Kucherov for tripping, and then Bogosian picks up a roughing penalty for trying to fight Mackenzie Weegar. And boy, oh boy, this could get ugly here as the Tampa Bay Lightning continue a parade to the penalty box. It is a 5-on-3 here for the Calgary Flames. Markstrom has been very, very bad this year, Jem. Very bad. Marty, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. So it is a 5-on-3 here for Calgary as they get a quick shot in. Puck's loose in the crease. That one stays out. Flames still have it. Here's Kadri. Shot goes high off glass. Kept in at the point by Anderson. 45 seconds to go in the period. Two-man advantage will carry over into the second if the Flames don't score. That one goes back out to the neutral zone, into the offensive end. Played here. Along the wall, taken by Lindholm. Looking for a play in front. Elias Lindholm sends it back to Anderson. Lindholm blasts one there. Nice block by Chernak, who gets in the way. Lindholm tries again, but he shoots it wide. Around back out high for Anderson. Final 12 seconds of the period. Work down low to the goal line. Back out high. Here's a shot by Anderson. Big block again by Chernak. Gavin, what's going on? Welcome in. One last chance to Foley with a shot. Belmar gets in the way and the horn sounds. That does it here for period number 1. A little bit of time on the 5-on-3 will carry over into the second period, but the first 20 are done. And Calgary leads 1-0 after the first on the power play goal from Nazem Kadri. And we still have 40 minutes of action to go. We'll have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period 2 to begin. Thank you guys all so much for being here. It's great seeing you. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Calgary will have 5-on-3 time in the second, but they lead this one 1-0 at the end of the first period. But very physical, nasty first here between Tampa and Calgary, and a goal on the board as well as these teams go back and forth. I am watching this on ESPN Plus, Upeka. Let's see. I played hockey for 12 years, LNZ, through high school. So we had one real fight there, a couple more scrums. One goal on the board there for the Flames with Nazem Kadri scoring. So all in all, it was a pretty eventful first period for this cross-conference matchup. So that is the end of period 1. We'll see what the rest of the game decides to bring us here, but definitely a pretty fun first, and hopefully going to be that way all the way through. So that was a fun first period. Lots of lively action in that one. These teams, for cross-conference teams that don't play each other very often, there was certainly some bad blood here early in this game. And honestly, I'm not surprised given the situation that Calgary in particular is in. I mean, Tampa's been one of the tougher teams in the league for the last number of years. They're no stranger to roughing it up physically. But Calgary, after a very lifeless performance against Colorado on Wednesday night, you knew they were probably going to have a little bit bigger of a chip on their shoulder in this game. And we saw the Lucic fight with Cole, and so far it's been much more physical of a game than Wednesday night's was for sure. And I think that the Flames have a little bit added juice to their game in this one. Uh, 24 Stanley Cups for Montreal, which is the most in NHL history. Samantha, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, Vernon, there's been more fights in this game today than there were in any of the 3 Battle of Alberta matchups earlier this season. So I guess Calgary has replaced Edmonton with Tampa Bay as their big rival, because there's been more fights in this game in the first period than there were in any of the Battle of Albertas earlier this year. But the Flames do come out of that first period with a 1-0 lead. Intermission just started, Cy. Darkness, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. I can let you know exactly how much time is left. 42 seconds. 42 seconds of 5-on-3 time for Calgary to start the second period, with Bogosian and Kucherov still in the box. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a game that the Blues should win, Darkness. I mean, the Hawks are... Chicago's one of the worst teams in the league this year. They're dead last in the Western Conference. So it's definitely a game that the Blues should win, but we'll have to see how it goes. They generally, rivalry games usually sometimes can give us strange finals where, you know, no matter how good or bad the team's playing, our rivalry games tend to be close. No, Mander. Chicago is the last place team in the Western Conference. There's nothing about Chicago that's very good, other than their chances of getting Connor Bedard. That's about the only thing I could say is positive about Chicago is their chances of getting that first overall pick. Yeah, good luck, Austin. I hope it's a fun game and you get to see a win for sure. Yes, it is, Samantha. This is the only game I'm doing. Again, next week I'll be streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Also, Tuesday is Boston-Montreal for the first time this year. So, despite the Canadiens not being very good, I'm still very excited for that game just because it's Boston-Montreal. And it's their first meeting of the season. So, It's wild that we're over halfway through the year and the Bruins and Canadiens haven't played yet. But that just means they're going to play a lot here in the second half of the year. And I'm very excited for that matchup. 42 seconds, Cy. 42 seconds of 5-on-3 will carry into the second period. Nope, the 5-on-3 will immediately go back to 5-on-5 because the penalties occurred at the exact same time. It was Kucherov for tripping and Bogosian Bogosian for roughing at the exact same time. So it was a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3 for Calgary. Obviously, they haven't scored yet, but 42 seconds remain on that to start the period, and then it will go back to 5-on-5. Roshan, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the channel. You're new. Good to have you here. I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy the chat. Yeah, I mean, anytime you don't score on a 5-on-3, it generally gives a momentum swing towards the team that's killed it off. So we'll see what the Flames can do here early in the second, but it would definitely be big for Tampa if they can kill this off. I don't really have a favorite period, no Mander. I mean, the most important period is the third, but I don't know. I don't necessarily have a favorite period. It depends on the game. I'm sorry to hear that, Austin. I hope you're doing okay, and condolences to you and your family. I'm sorry to hear that. My name is John Roshan. What's going on, Luca? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you coming by. Great to see you in the chat as we get ready for period number 2 between the Lightning and the Flames. And we're getting ready now for the second period. Still some time left in this intermission, though. It's been pretty good, Luca. I went out to lunch with Brody earlier, and then I'm going to Will's house with a bunch of my friends after to watch the rest of the football games. So, as soon as this stream is done, I am out. BC Transportation, he's had a very down year. It has definitely been one of the worst years of Huberdeau's career so far this season. He has not put up a lot of points yet. Hey, I also would love to see the Giants beat the Eagles, Luca. I'm with you on that. I'm not holding out too much hope, but I would love to see it. Hey, Mike, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. It is Daniel Vladar for Calgary, and it is Andrei Vasilevsky for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Hey, let's get some new sub hype in the chat. I can't read your name, unfortunately, because it's not in English, so I'm not sure what it says, but welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Good to have you here. We're at the first intermission now between the Lightning and Flames. We've got about 3 minutes to go in the intermission. And then we're going to be getting back into the action here. So, luckily, we're getting pretty close to puck drop on period number 2. Yes, Austin. I very much think that the Leafs should win against the Habs tonight. I mean, Montreal's not great. They're definitely, now they're missing Caulfield. They've got some other players out with injuries. Like, the Leafs should definitely win that game, but the Leafs have struggled at times this year with, lesser teams. We've seen them lose to some teams that they definitely shouldn't be losing to. So, we'll see what happens, but I would expect the Leafs to win that game. Aries, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I would love to see a team. I would love to see a team get their first Super Bowl this year. We'll see what happens, but I would love to see a new Super Bowl winner this year. Roshan, I got this background on Amazon. I just looked up hockey backdrops, and this was one of the first ones that came up, and I got it for the channel. Hey, I would love to see the Jags and the Giants win today, but I'm not holding out much hope. I think realistically the Chiefs and the Eagles probably win, but I'm rooting for the Jags and the Giants. Depends on what the cost is, Mike. If the cost is as high as what they're saying it is for Horvat, then I don't know. I'd be a little bit more cautious maybe. But if you can get Horvat signed to a longer-term deal, and it's not just going to be a rental for this year, then I think that makes a little bit more sense for Boston to pay the price that it's going to cost to get Bo Horvat. If it's just going to be a rental for this year, I don't think it's worth it. No, he's back from injury now, Justin. Jalen Hurts did miss a bunch of games at the end of the year, but he's back from injury now. Yeah, my friends and I all did a bracket for the NFL playoffs, and my Super Bowl is my predicted Super Bowl is Bills versus 49ers. That's who I think is going to make it. But I'm going to be rooting for the Jags. I'm going to be rooting for the Bengals. I'm going to be rooting for the Giants. I'm definitely going to be rooting for the 49ers as well, but I realistically, I think it's more likely going to be like the 49ers and Bengals or 49ers and Bills or something like that in the championship. I mean, the Leafs are the best regular season Canadian team, but then always lose come playoff time. I mean, I think like the Leafs are the best team right now, but then they always lose in the first round of the playoffs. So I feel like outside of that, I don't know. I think maybe the Oilers after that, but I still don't see a Canadian team winning the Cup this year. I don't think it's going to be a Canadian team. All right, here we go. We're back from the commercial break. We're going to be dropping the puck on period number 2. Calgary with the 1-0 lead on Nazem Kadri's goal. And they have the 5-on-3 for another 42 seconds to start the second period as well. Ruben, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Ruben. Give a welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome to have you. We'll see what the middle frame brings us here as we get set for 20 more minutes of hockey. And we'll see if Tampa Bay is able to get some momentum rolling here in the second, or if Calgary stays out in front. And here we go. We have dropped the puck. We are underway as Calgary takes it off the draw. Trying to get it up now into the offensive zone. Only 33 seconds left on the power play. Across to Tyler Toffoli. Back to the point. Top of the circle, Rasmus Andersson. Through to Toffoli. Down low for Lindholm. Poked away by Cole. And that's taken now in the corner. Back by the Flames. Still 13 seconds left on the power play. Kadri with it. Passes trying to get it to the middle. It's stolen away by Anthony Cirelli. Lightning go back the other way. Dumped up now into the offensive zone. That's going to do it for the 5-on-3. Tampa Bay has killed off the 5-on-3 fully as we go back to even strength hockey, and the Flames still just lead by 1. Working around now, Huberdeau loses it to Kucherov. Kucherov back up the wall for Braden Point. Out of the zone, cleared here over the red line. Through the middle, Lightning. Offsides entering the zone. We get a whistle. And 18:59 to go here in the second. Maybe no Mander. I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know when it gets closer. Right now, I don't know. We got a whistle now. Down in. Back off the faceoff. Zadorov holds behind his own net. Passes up to Coleman. Back through the middle. That's stolen away. Lightning regain possession here a little over a minute into the period number 2. Tampa Bay still only has 4 shots on goal in this game. 16 shots for the Flames. Another chance there in front. That one they can't get through. Vasilevsky. Long shot again by Stone. That's ripped wide. Coleman plays it now away from Paul. Back to the point. Working it through the middle. That's stolen away now. Here comes Tampa the other way. Up ice. Sergachev looks shaken up. Pat Maroon with it. He fires a shot up high and wide. Around now. Tampa trying to work it through the front. Taken by Ross Colton. Trying to play it behind the net. Wrapped through the middle. Hedman with it out high. Plays it back to the corner. Lightning on the attack in the offensive zone. That's chipped to the blue line, and eventually Mangiapane gets it out. 16 shots for Calgary, just 4 for the Lightning. They've had way more scoring opportunities. This is Tampa trying to come back the other way now. Sergachev still on the bench, looks very shaken up. Hedman with a shot, and he just sends that one wide. Definitely Uyghur at this point in their careers. Lucic is getting quite a bit older now, Fruit Snack. We're going to have a penalty here to the Flames. It's going to be a tripping call as Chris Tanev heads to the penalty box. And the Tampa Bay Lightning go to the power play. This is a big opportunity for Tampa now to try and tie this game. So an attacking zone face-off now. Off the draw now, taken here. Lightning trying to dig this puck loose. Flames trying to clear it out of their zone, and they do. Back out to the neutral zone. All the way back into the Lightning end. Hedman has it. Going to carry back up now for Tampa. Drop pass. Braden Point. Speed over the red line into the offensive zone. Trying to feather one through. Kucherov, and a big pad save there by Vladar. And that's cleared all the way down again by Calgary. Good job on the PK so far. Big save by Dan Vladar on Kucherov. Cross now back into the offensive zone. That's going to be icing against Tampa Bay as that pass didn't connect. We get a whistle here. The game remains 1-0. 1:21 left on the power play and a D-zone draw for Tampa here on the man advantage. Down in the corner, backhanded around. Lightning stuck in their own end, trying to work this one up as we tick over almost to 3.5 minutes into this second period. Gaining the red line, Lightning still on the power play for another minute. They work it around. Played here to the blue line, taken by Hedman. Cross, top of the circle. Setting up, Kucherov with it. Hedman with a long shot through traffic. That one misses wide. Second chance on the rebound. A good save by Vladar. Around now, Chernak with 30 seconds left. Brought up through the neutral zone. I live in Massachusetts, LNZ. As that's cleared again all the way down by Calgary. Looking good so far on this penalty kill. Not allowing the Lightning get any offense going. Through the middle there. Tampa's got to get back on side. They do. There's Colton. Back to Chernak. Over now to Killorn at the point. Round it goes. Perry can't stuff that one in. And Hanifin rims it around the glass and all the way down. And that's going to be icing as the power play had come to an end. We get a whistle and an offensive zone face-off coming up now for Tampa. Tkachuk. Around now in the corner. Back through the middle. 5-on-5 hockey. Nazem Kadri into the offensive zone. Lucic with a shot. That one's just ripped wide off glass. Around it goes. Taken by Braden Point. 14:45 to go here in the second. I would rather have Matthew Tkachuk on my team than Johnny Gaudreau. I think Matthew Tkachuk is a more impactful player. Moved back across. There's Victor Hedman. Lightning trying to get back into the offensive end, but they're going to be offsides. Peltier comes the other way into the attacking zone. Here's Huberdeau through the middle. Taken now. Back across. Kadri off a skate in front. Trying to find this loose puck. Huberdeau gets robbed by Vasilevsky, who snags that one in the glove from the doorstep chance. And is able to make a big save and keep this game 1-0. Jonathan Huberdeau still struggling to find offense here for the Flames. Round now back to the blue line. Played here by Hanifin. Tucks that one around. Long shot. That one stopped again by Vasilevsky. Ends up in the corner. Michael Backlund on it. Cycles with Dewar. Back up to the point. Played in there. Deflected it on goal. Vasilevsky makes a big save on that redirection. Covers it under the pad. And we get a whistle now with 13:52 to go here in the second. And that's going to bring us to our first commercial break here of the middle frame as we close in on the halfway point of this game. Jay, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Flames continue to lead 1-0 over Tampa Bay on a power play goal back in the first period by Nazem Kadri, the only scoring so far. Goaltenders have been very good. And we are here with about 14 minutes to go in the second and still have that 1-0 game. Yes, the Blue Jackets right now are dead last in the NHL. It has been a bad, bad year in Columbus. But Calgary trying to extend this lead here. And haven't been able to get another one past Andrei Vasilevsky. 1-0 game still. Looking like this is probably going to be a low-scoring affair for the entire time. I really haven't seen much so far that makes me think this is going to open up and be high-scoring at any point. I think we might be looking at like a 2-1, 3-1 kind of game here. Very low-scoring. All right, here we go now. Back underway. Lightning cleared out to the neutral zone. Flames trying to get it right back in. Chernak with a big hit on Dubé, but Dubé gets it deep. Taking now Lindholm back to the point. Anderson sends it back down low to the corner. Dubé out high. Long shot there. That one misses wide. Ends up hitting the referee when it caromed off the boards. Referee still shaken up here as the Lightning cleared up and out of the zone. That pass is offline but won't reach for icing. Anderson sends it back the other way. Here comes Lindholm into the offensive end. Top of the circle. Shot there. Deflected around the glass. Played by Cirelli to the middle. And he's going to carry this over the red line into the offensive zone. Gets it down in deep up to Coleman. Flames come back the other way. 13 minutes remaining here in period 2. Offensive end. Shot off the end boards. Played around. Calgary still has it. Top of the circle. Shot there gets blocked. And Tampa Bay's going to come back the other way as Nemesnikov has it. Offensive zone. Spins to the middle. Backhand shot. Oh, Vladar with a nice little pad save there. With 12:38 to go in the second, we get another stoppage and an offensive zone face-off. Nemesnikov spins to the backhand and gets it on goal, but Vladar is ready. I have no idea who's going to win the Stanley Cup, Micah. It's still months away. Played around now off the ensuing face-off. Flames trying to clear it out of their zone. They do. Up here and into the offensive end. Shot there, chance in. Trying to get a redirection, but it ends up in the corner. Lightning clear it out. Back to get it. Behind the net, there's Stone. Stolen away by Ross Colton. Tampa Bay takes possession. Spin around shot, that's blocked aside. Lightning still have it. Offensive end out high to Hedman. Hedman with a long shot that goes wide of the post. Stone can't get to it first. It's played by Colton. Bounces off a body, and Nazem Kadri comes away with it. Into the offensive zone now. Milan Lucic on the backhand. Throws it in front. That's sticked aside by Vasilevsky. Nick Paul will lead the Lightning the other way up to Nemesnikov. Nemesnikov takes a hit but gets it in down low. Vladar plays it to the corner. Up the wall it goes on the near side all the way down. Dewar first on it. And a good little pad save there by Vasilevsky. Around back the other way. It's into the offensive zone. Corey Perry stood up at the blue line. Sent right back out to the neutral zone and thrown back in by Tampa. They're going to try again here to get it in on the attack. But Cole able to keep it in. Long shot gets blocked in front. 11:15 now to go here in the second. Taking up the wall and out through the middle into the offensive end. Played around now. Cole takes the hit. Gets it out of the zone and cleared. Back to get it now. Flames in their own end. 10:55 to go here in the middle frame. Rasmus Andersson fires that one wide of Vasilevsky. It's taken away. Hagel with it. Up the wall but not out of the zone. Now Chernak will try. Gets it through. Taken by Cole, cleared out to neutral ice. Around it goes now, played through the middle. Taken up, stolen by Sergachev, up to Hagel, into the offensive end. Lightning still looking for their first goal of the game, but Calgary's going to clear that centering pass. And that's going to end up being icing as they send it all the way down. 10:19 to go in the second. Icing call against the Flames. And this game remains 1-0 Calgary. Boy, still only one goal in this one. Looks like the under was the right play today for this game. Holy cow. Not a lot finding the back of the net. Off the draw now. Tampa in the offensive zone. One back through the middle and out cleared out. Flames get it out of their end. Lightning will try and carry it back in. Cirelli down low. Played there by Stamkos. Taken away by the Flames. Round to the middle. Shot there by Killorn. That one's ripped wide. Taking it around now. There's a shot. Stamkos. And he scores! Steven Stamkos from the face-off dot. Roofs one over Vladar. And it is a 1-1 game as Tampa has tied this up in period number 2. What a shot there by Steven Stamkos, as he absolutely pipes that one under the bar. A clapper from right by the face-off dot in the offensive zone. And Tampa Bay has tied it at 1 with 9:40 to go in the second as we pass the halfway point of this game. Mike, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Back out to the neutral zone. Lightning in their own end now, regrouping. Trying to carry this one in. Vladar sends it over to Stone. Stone goes high off glass and gets it out of the zone. Played now. Calgary in on the forecheck. Backlund against Bogosian. Rides him heavy into the boards. But it's played up by the Lightning as it's Paul into the offensive end. He ducks around Uyghur. Trying to dig this puck loose. Chance in front. Vladar, rebound, they score again! And just like that, the Lightning are on top 2-1 as Vlad Nemesnikov is able to poke that by Dan Vladar. And the Lightning have their first lead of the game. Puck was thrown out in front. And Nemesnikov trying to get it on goal. At first was poke-checked, but then went off a skate. And behind Dan Vladar. I'm not sure if it's Nemesnikov's skate or if it's Mangiapane's skate. Looks like they're saying Nemesnikov. And just like that, the Lightning are up. But hold on a second. We're getting a review, it looks like. Hold on a second. The referee and linesman are over by the scorer's bench. And this might be getting looked at for a kick. This might be getting looked at. Nope, they decide it's a good goal. The referee took a little bit of a look at it, but it is a good goal, and it is 2-1 Tampa Bay. That is a good goal, as that one is ripped wide off the ensuing draw by Calgary. And we are back underway as Ian Cole takes it behind the net, lifts it up. And 8.5 minutes now to go in the second period. The Lightning lead this one 2-1. Nemesnikov with the go-ahead goal. Here's Corey Perry after it in the offensive end, thrown in front. Nemesnikov with another redirection. But that one gets stopped by Vladar as he covers that up and we get a whistle. And it will be another offensive zone face-off on the way here for the Lightning, as they have 2 quick goals and are trying to extend the lead even further, but we're going to head to a TV timeout. So we get a commercial break here past the halfway point of period number 2. And the Tampa Bay Lightning have taken a 2-0 lead on Calgary with a couple of second period markers here. And we are in store for a fun game the rest of this one. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Awesome to have you. Please don't forget, it really, really means a lot if you can help out the channel and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. A tight game right now between the Lightning and Flames with about 8.5 minutes to go in the second. We've got a 2-1 Tampa Bay lead. Lightning looking good up in this one. But Calgary obviously on home ice, not going to give up, not going to go away easy. They are fighting for their playoff lives, so you know that they're going to be fighting hard to try and get back tied and in the lead of this game. All right, here we are getting ready for this offensive zone face-off for Tampa Bay in the Calgary end. Flames off the draw, though, able to get it up and out of the zone. Played up now into the attacking end. It's Braden Point. 8:05 to go in period 2 as that's worked to the middle. Flames steal. Calgary 3-on-2. Coming back the other way into the offensive zone. Moved across, but that didn't connect. Sent around the boards. Uyghur keeps it in. Chips it down low. Played there by Toffoli. Back to the point. Here's Dubé with a shot. Vasilevsky able to find it. Second chance. Send wide. Rebound and they score! Tyler Toffoli bounces it off of a Lightning skate. And Calgary has tied it right back up as this game goes 2-2. Tyler Toffoli from below the goal line bounces it off of Victor Hedman's skate and into the back of the net. And the Flames are even again as they get the very important second goal to tie this thing up. This has been a phenomenal back and forth game now between the Flames and Lightning. Kyle What's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Yes. Big one there for Tyler Toffoli. Taken now behind the net. Flames trying to get out of their zone. Lightning steal on the forecheck. Back out high. Huberdeau is able to get it to the blue line. And eventually Calgary's out of the zone into the offensive end. Here's Kadri. Nazem Kadri. Trying to work this one down. Behind the net. It's taken back now by the Lightning. We got a delayed penalty call coming up against Calgary. That means Tampa Bay is going to go on the power play here as soon as Calgary touches the puck up. Back out in the neutral zone. Empty net with the extra attacker on for the Lightning as the delayed penalty is waiting to be called. Move to the middle now. Sergachev over the blue line. Into the offensive end. Braden Point, who cycles it around. Finally, Huberdeau's going to touch up. And that is going to result in a Tampa Bay power play as Nazem Kadri heads to the penalty box. And Eric Chernak had his helmet ripped off, which results in the roughing penalty against Kadri. And the power play now for the Lightning. Yeah, that changed awful fast, didn't it, Nomander? This game went from 1-0 to 2-2 very, very quickly in the matter of about 10 minutes. And all of a sudden, the under went from a lock at 1-0 to not looking great here with 2-2 with 6:42 left in the second. So it will be an offensive zone draw for Tampa Bay. Is there on the man advantage with Kadri in the box? Bruin, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Lightning keep it in the offensive zone. Out to Point. High slot. Down low shot. Oh, what a save there by Vladar. He gets a big pad stop on that one. Hedman steps up on Backlund, but the puck is dumped in. 1:30 now to go on the power play. Trying to carry this now. Lightning through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Trying to cycle it around. Points in there. Doesn't have much help now. Kucherov and Hagel join. Back out high. It's played by Stamkos to Hedman. Back to Steven Stamkos. Cross ice. Far side. Kucherov to Hedman. Stamkos to Kucherov. Top of the circle. Settles it down. He's got a couple Flames on him. Plays it down low for Hagel. Hagel's pinned along the boards. No, not really, Bruin. Not in the last few weeks. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Backhand shot there, shorthanded by Coleman. Saved by Vasilevsky. Kucherov comes back the other way. Here's Paul into the offensive zone for Hagel. Back to Kucherov, who sends it wide. Deflected off glass. And cleared again by Calgary. 30 seconds left on the power play. Behind the net now, Mikhail Sergachev up to Nick Paul. Nick Paul's going to carry it through the neutral zone into the offensive end. He gets blown up there, and then Mangiapane with a big hit along the wall. This has been a very physical game. Here's Killorn looking for a loose puck in front. Shot there. That one's sent up and over the bar. Kept in by Sergachev out high. Worked through to Killorn. Final seconds of the power play. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Tanev knocked down a Lightning player along the boards, but no call coming. Both teams trying to dig this puck loose. The score remains 2-2. 4.5 minutes now to go in the second period. Oh, we got a big battle going on down low as everybody jumps in. A full scrum down in the corner. Kadri gets into it with Chernak. Everybody comes together. Paul is into it with a Flame player. Everybody trying to square off in this one. Big battle down low. Killorn's into it with Tanev. Let's see if anybody breaks off. It's a pile down below the Flames goal line. Nick Paul's trying to get Dylan Dubé to go. Dubé wants nothing to do with him. Mangiapane comes over. Zadorov was in the middle of it. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second. And a full 5-on-5 down in the corner as everybody piled in. Corey Perry is giving it to the referee right now. He is furious. Corey Perry is absolutely furious. And we're going to have to sort out a bunch of penalties here when we get back from this last commercial break. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. And we're going to go to our final commercial of period number 2. And a lot of action in this one as these teams went at it down in the corner. What a hockey game this has been. Tons of physicality right from the start. A 2-2 game late in the second. And these teams continue to be at each other's throats here. Lightning and Flames. 4.5 minutes to go in period 2. Game tied at 2. What an incredible hockey game this afternoon between these two. This has been so much fun. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Eddie, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. Oh, this has been awesome between these two teams. So much fun. Yes, I do, Luca. I'm a big fan of Five Guys. And it started with Perry and Zadorov down low. That was the first two that started it all, was Perry and Zadorov. And then after that, once they got going, everybody else just piled into the corner. And that was resulted in a full 5-on-5 scrum as everybody on the ice got into it. And we'll see if the penalties are matching out of this or what happens. It looks like Zadorov and Perry are the only ones in the penalty box here. So it looks like Zadorov and Perry, who started the whole thing, get matched up. And we're going to just stay 5-on-5. So matching penalties for all of that. It stays 5-on-5. Nobody gets an advantage out of it. And we are back underway now as the Lightning chip it out of their zone. Axie, you are 100% right. You are 100% correct. Apparently, they swapped rivalries based on how this game has gone. As it's played around now to Sergachev. Up there to Killorn. Killorn chips out and out to the neutral zone. Brian, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Backhanded up now. Played there. Sergachev with it. D to D. Taken by Killorn. He'll send it in. Knocked down by the Flames, but the Lightning carry it now. Here's Braden Point, top of the circle. Passes it off for Kucherov. Cross ice. Back out high. Point with a shot. That one he just rips wide. Oh, Karam off the boards all the way out. Moving up now. Taken here over the middle into the offensive end. And that's going to be a whistle here. And the net is off. Referee's pointing at the net with 3:16 to go in the second. Kucherov is not happy. Yeah, this whole thing got whistled down because the net was loose. That's not supposed to be a whistle if the Lightning have the puck. John Cooper's asking the referee right now why the hell they even blew that whistle. If they blew that whistle when the Lightning had the puck, that is wrong. They are not supposed to blow the whistle when the Lightning are in possession. The whistle isn't supposed to go until Calgary has the puck. That should not have been a whistle there while Tampa Bay had possession. Yes, Kadri and Toffoli have the goals for Calgary. Offensive zone draw now for the Lightning as we get back underway. They have it in the offensive zone. Cycling it around in the attacking end. Here's Hagel in the corner away from Tanev. 3 minutes to go now in the second. Back the other way. Here's a 3-on-1 for the Flames as they carry up Mangiapane. Save there by Vasilevsky with the pad. Jared, what's going on? Welcome in. Under 3 minutes now to go in period 2. Game is still tied up. Flames looking for a go-ahead goal. Here's Anderson. Shot in there, and it finds its way through Vasilevsky! No idea how that got by the Lightning netminder, but it does, and Rasmus Anderson has given Calgary a 3-2 lead. And the Flames are back on top. For the first time since they had a 1-0 lead, the Flames are on top, and I have no idea how Andrei Vasilevsky did not get this one. I mean, that was a very weak goal to give up there. But it went in, and that's all that matters. It went in. Calgary leads this one now 3-2 with 2.5 minutes to go in the second period. Taken now by Anderson up the wall. Trying to get it out. Flames able to clear. Taken back. Kadri now. Anderson into the offensive zone. Lucic with a shot that's ripped wide. That one off of a skate. Blocked. And the Lightning get it out. Carried now into the offensive zone to Mesnikov. He spins off a check. Shot in there. Vladar able to get a piece of it. And that's cleared all the way down by Calgary for icing. We'll get a whistle. 1:59 to go here in period 2. And an offensive zone face-off for Tampa Bay coming up. Boy, that is definitely a goal that Andrei Vasilevsky would like to have back. Brought up now. Lucic chips it out of the zone. Chernak tries to send it back, but the Flames gain the red line, but they're offsides dumping it in. So we get a whistle there with 1:44 to go in the second. And a neutral zone face-off on the way now as the Flames went in offsides. Taken now, Lightning off the draw. Ian Cole plays it up into the Flame zone. Vladar for his defenseman turns it over. Lightning have possession now, offensive zone. Vladar couldn't handle that one cleanly, but the shot attempt goes off of a skate, up and out of play, and we'll get another whistle with 1:27 remaining. Around now. All the way down. Cleared there again. No icing as Bogosian plays it up the wall, but Toffoli keeps it in. Flames back on the attack. Here's Uyghur back. Long shot there. Ripped wide, taken along the wall. Uyghur keeps it in, down low. Played by Toffoli in the corner, but he loses it up the wall. The Lightning get it out. Up and into the offensive end. Played back here, Killorn. Here's Cirelli with a shot. And Vladar's got to make the save on that one, as he covers that up with 56 seconds remaining in the period. And an offensive zone face-off for the Lightning on the way. Yeah, Huberdeau has had a very tough year, John. A very tough year, no doubt about it. Offensive zone face-off now for Tampa. They're trying to tie this game before the intermission. In the final minute. On the attack, Nick Paul down low. Not able to get a pass through. Checked there by Hanifin. Around it goes to the corner. Flames carry up and out of the zone over the red line. Blake Coleman in front of the benches. He takes a hit, but keeps the puck moving in the right direction. Avatar, what is going on? Thanks for coming by. Great to see you. Nick Paul with it now for the Lightning as he passes it off the boards. Trying to get it through the middle and into the offensive zone. The Flames steal it back. Taken into the offensive zone. Down low there. Mangiapane can't get a pass through. It's taken out high. Huberdeau to the point. Back to Huberdeau. Top of the circle. High slot. Looking for a redirection. Couldn't get it on goal. Final 5 seconds. Here's Tanev. That one goes off of Colton. Down in the corner. Trying to dig this one out as the final horn sounds. And period number 2 comes to an end. As the horn blows and we get the stoppage. 40 minutes of hockey down, 20 minutes of action to go as we head to the second intermission. The Calgary Flames lead the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2 with 1 period remaining. So thank you guys again all so much for watching. Great to see you in the chat. Please don't forget, really means a lot if you can hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, have some fun in the chat, and enjoy the NHL action. So appreciate you guys watching this afternoon. Flames up by a goal heading into the third, but still a very tight game with 20 minutes remaining. We'll have some time now to hang out and chat while we wait for this third period to begin. And really good to have you guys here today. I hope you're enjoying the stream, and I hope you're enjoying this game. It's been a good one so far. Reggie, what is going on? Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Reggie, everybody. Dropping a new sub on the channel. And let's give a warm welcome in the chat and welcome Reggie to the group. Thank you guys all so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, all the more reason for the goalie to hit it or save it, Roshan. It literally hit him. He should have stopped it, but Vasilevsky wasn't able to make the save, and it goes to a 3-2 lead for the Flames. Oh, there you go, Vernon. There you go. That sounds good. Vernon says power play in the kitchen. I am from Massachusetts, Roshan, in the United States. I am not Canadian. I am from the U.S. I live in Massachusetts. Also, the poll right now, once again, 69% of you are on the Lightning in the poll. So Hopefully nobody, the votes from now on don't change it. We're at 69% Lightning. Nice. Willie. I think it's going to be difficult for the Flames to make it. I think it's going to be difficult. But there's still plenty of games left for them to make up some ground. But they're going to have to win a lot of games in the second half of the season. I am an hour away from Boston, Luca. I'm sorry to hear that, Ellen Z. Yeah. So while we're here at the intermission, guys, and getting ready for this third period, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick and get ready to go here for the final frame. So don't go anywhere. Talk amongst yourselves in the chat. I'll be right back in a minute, and we can get into the action here for period number 3 and see who's going to come out and win this game. All right, everybody, I am back. Hopefully I wasn't gone too long as we get ready for third period action and a big third period coming up here. 1-goal game between Tampa Bay and Calgary after a even more eventful second period than what we saw in the first. Yes, Kraken are definitely making the playoffs now, Justin. I don't think there's any question about that at this point. I mean, the Kraken might straight up win the division. They're first place in the Pacific right now. They may straight up win the division. So I think absolutely the Kraken are making the playoffs this year. No doubt about it. Kelly, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, Kraken and Devils have both been huge surprises with how good they've been. I mean, both of those teams who were not even remotely close to playoff teams last year are now competing for division titles. The Kraken are tied with Vegas now at 58 points and hold the division lead because of less games played. And New Jersey is just 2 points back of Carolina for the division lead in the Metro. So those two teams have really come out of nowhere from being, really bottom tier teams last year to being potential division winners this year. They have been very, very pleasant surprises. Hey, Joseph, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's good to have you here as always. Good to see you in the chat. We're at the second intermission, getting ready for period 3, and Calgary's got the 3-2 lead into the third. We'll see if they can hold it or if Tampa Bay has a comeback in them. Still got about 7 minutes of the intermission to go. So we still do have a bit of time here at the intermission before the third begins. But this is definitely an important third period, particularly for the Flames, who need every single win that they can get in the playoff race that they're a part of right now. They need every single win that they can get. And not as important for Tampa Bay, but they lost their last game. You'd never want to lose 2 in a row. I mean, they're pretty firm in their third place positioning, and they're not really in that much of danger of being caught by anybody from behind right now. But obviously, they don't want to lose 2 games in a row, so they're going to come out here in the third period and try and get a couple goals here if they can as well. Luke, what is going on? Welcome. Jags and Chiefs are tied. Let's go Jags. Come on. I'm going to be watching, once this game ends, I'm going to be watching the rest of that game at my friend's house. So rooting very, very heavily for the Jaguars in that one. So, only other game that has happened so far across the NHL today is Buffalo beat Anaheim 6-3. So the Sabres pick up another 2 points there against the Ducks. And there's a whole bunch of games coming up later. There was a huge slate of NHL games today. So there's a bunch of games going on tonight to keep track of. But yes, Luca. I think the Red Wings are too inconsistent to make the playoffs. They've had some really good wins this year. They've also had some really bad losses. And with how tight the Eastern Conference is and how difficult the Eastern Conference is, I think that the Red Wings are on the outside looking in. I don't see them making the playoffs this year. I think Buffalo is going to win, Jay, but I'm going to be... I don't know. I'm not super confident in it, but in my bracket, for like my friends and I all did playoff brackets for the NFL, and I did pick Buffalo. So I think Buffalo is going to pull it out, but I think it's going to be an extremely close, tough game. I mean, I think the NHL would love to see the Kraken in the finals, Joseph. They literally gave the Kraken the Winter Classic next year. The NHL loves the Kraken. They want any Kraken success that they can get because it helps the team and helps the league expand in that market. So I think the NHL would love the Kraken to make the finals, and they gave the Kraken the Winter Classic next year. They're trying to boost any Kraken attention that they can get. So actually, I don't think the league would be upset with that at all. Because hockey is the best sport ever. That's why, L and Z. It's the best sport ever, so they're not wimps. Yeah, the Kraken are the newest team. I think the NHL would love to see the Kraken have a successful postseason. They would absolutely love to see the Kraken have a great postseason. It depends, Luca. That is still yet to be decided. It could be Kraken and Kings in first round. It could be Kraken and Oilers in first round. It could be Kraken and Vegas potentially in first round. Like there's still a lot of point shuffling that's going to happen over the rest of the year. I mean, we're still looking at 30-plus games left for all of these teams. That's a lot of point changes and a lot of point shuffling. So, I mean, there's a lot of different matchups that are still potentially possible for round one. But the Kraken could very well play the Kings. They could very well play the Golden Knights. They could very well play the Oilers. Maybe even Colorado or Minnesota if Minnesota drops to a wild card spot. Like, there's still a lot of possibilities left. Hey, Bubsy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Awesome to have you as always. We're getting ready for period number 3 between the Flames and the Lightning, and what's been a great game so far. Third period should be coming up here pretty shortly. And we've got 20 minutes of action to go. Yeah, exactly, Luca. The Stars ended up with the top wild card spot, played the Flames, and then the Predators ended up getting knocked down to the last spot and had to play Colorado in round 1 and got absolutely obliterated. So, yeah, what the playoff matchups are now may be totally different by the time we get to the end of the season. There's still a lot of hockey left to be played. I mean, we still have almost 3 months of regular season still to go. I mean, we have the rest of January, the first or the full month of February and March, and then the first half of April as well. So there's a lot of hockey left to be played. All right, so we're getting ready now for the start of the third. Teams are back out on the ice. Going to be dropping this puck shortly as the Flames lead this one 3-2. Yeah, Max Pacioretty is done for the rest of the year with he re-tore his Achilles that kept him out of the entire first part of the season. So he's done for the rest of the year, and that will definitely change the Hurricanes' trade deadline approach for sure, because now they've got to go out there and probably try and get a scorer, and they also have the cap space from Pacioretty going on LTIR. They have the cap space to use that money now from Pacioretty's contract. So expect Carolina to look to make a deal. As we are going to get a penalty call here early on in the third. Tyler Toffoli is going to head to the penalty box. And it's going to be a hooking call here against Tyler Toffoli. Just 22 seconds into the third period. And Tampa Bay is going to get an early power play opportunity here. Doc, what is going on? Tyler, welcome in. Paul, welcome in. Dakota, thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Third period has begun. Tampa Bay to the power play. Early on here, just dropped the puck in period number 3. And Toffoli to the box. That gives the Lightning a chance to tie this game. Kucherov, pass across. Shot there, ripped wide. Kucherov has it back to the middle. Played by Hedman. Over to Stamkos to point in the middle. Off of a skate. Stolen away by the Flames, and they send it all the way down. Behind now. Trying to carry it back up. 1:20 left on the power play. Braden Point. Drop pass. Into the offensive zone for Sergachev to Kucherov. Kucherov in the corner. Out high, Hedman. There's a shot to Hagel. Hagel with a chance that gets blocked. Second chance. Point from the middle. Gets it just sent wide. Around it goes now. Kucherov with it. Under a minute to go on the power play. 18.5 left here in the third period. And that one's stopped by Vladar as he makes a point-blank save on Braden Point, who ripped that one from the slot. And a golden opportunity there for Braden Point, but he can't get it by Dan Vladar, who smothers that one and covers it up, keeping this game 3-2. 53 seconds left on the Tampa power play. That one's one back to Sergachev at the point. He shoots one through traffic that misses wide. Ross Colton plays it down low past Cirelli. Far side. Back out high. Over now. Back to Colton. Colton with it to the middle. Kicks it to his stick. Down in the corner. Played for Cirelli. Back to Colton. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Back out to Sergachev. Far side. Top of the circle. Killorn. Killorn down low below the goal line. Pass back to Ross Colton. Colton with a shot, and Vladar able to find that through the traffic in front. Covers that up. 18 seconds to go on the power play. Right off the draw, Lightning still have possession left. Final 10 seconds now of the power play. And the Flames get that out. Here's a shorthanded break. Elias Lindholm. Pass to the middle. Braden Point breaks it up on the back check. Back to 5-on-5 hockey now. The Flames have killed off Toffoli's penalty. Lightning into the offensive zone. That shot attempt gets blocked up and into the netting. We get a whistle with 17.5 minutes to go now in the third. Calgary still leads this one 3-2. I've never been there, Luca, so I don't know. But they very well might. I've never been. Sounds good if they do. One back now by Tampa. Offensive zone. Shot attempt deflects wide to the corner. And Calgary lifts this one up and out of over everybody. Back in neutral ice. Maroon to the offensive end. Lightning on the attack. Top of the circle. Shot there from Maroon gets blocked. Nazem Kadri back the other way for Calgary. Into the offensive zone. Trying to duck to the middle. Poked off his stick by Chernak. Around it goes. There's a shot. Vladar makes another save. This time on Belmar. And he's going to cover that one up. 16:58 remaining in the period. And an offensive zone draw again here for Tampa Bay. Around it goes now. Long shot deflected off glass. Calgary chips it out to the neutral zone. Alex Killorn plays it back. Cycling Sergachev with Backlund on him. Sends it up the wing. Lightning are out through the neutral zone. Trying to come back the other way. Here's Blake Coleman. Backlund to the middle. Here's Calgary on the attack. Shot there. And a big stop by Vasilevsky getting that one. Up and out now over the red line into the offensive zone. Alex Killorn loses that. Back out to the neutral zone. Played by Michael Backlund, but Cirelli steals it. Yes, I have, LNZ. I've watched, over the years, a lot of Oilers-Flames games. Carried up now. Kucherov to the offensive zone. He has it ripped off his stick and cleared out. Peltier trying to chase is taken back by Hedman. He rims it around the boards and back out to neutral ice. Lightning will chase as the Flames regroup in their own end. Thrown in behind Vladar. Left there for Tanev, who gets it over to Uyghur. Starts to break out through the middle. That pass is a little bit offline. It's going to result in an icing. So we get a stoppage here. And an offensive zone draw for Tampa Bay on the way with about 15 and a half minutes to go now in the third period. Flames continue to lead this one 3-2 with no scoring here in this third. Around now, back off of a board battle. Lightning get possession. Dumped in by Sergachev. Sending that one around, back up the wall. Flames trying to clear. Maroon with a shot that goes well wide. Trying to clear this one up. Out to the neutral zone. Played through to Sergachev. Backhanded in by Maroon as Belmar will chase on the forecheck. Michael Stone gets it up to Nazem Kadri. Lucic out to the red line, trying to muscle through. He gets dumped there by Maroon. Flames get it, though, into the offensive zone. Here's Huberdeau. Back out to Zadorov, D to D. Chance out high, Tanev through traffic. Vasilevsky with the save. Back now, Tampa. Brandon Hagel up into the offensive zone. Trying to work this one. Kucherov gets hit there by Lucic, who steals the puck and will bring it up now for Calgary. Kadri into the offensive zone. Stolen back by the Lightning, and they'll clear it all the way down. Pass doesn't connect, though, so it's going to be icing with 14:10 remaining. Third period action and an offensive zone draw for the Flames on the way. All right, 14-10. Offensive zone draw for Calgary. Still looking for an insurance marker. Trying to make this a 2-goal game. So that one's one back to Mackenzie Weegar. Shot in there. Vasilevsky with another save. And he covers that one up. We get a whistle. Going to be another attacking zone face-off coming now for Calgary. They win it back to Noah Hannafin. Hannafin, shot gets blocked to the corner. Trying to get after it now, working around. Trying to cycle. Taken by Killorn. He can't get it out. It's played in around now by the Lightning. Still trying to work it up ice. Good forecheck from Calgary, but eventually Tampa's able to get it out. I honestly have no idea, Axie. I don't know. Worked up the wall now. Chip to the neutral zone. And right back in. Here's Calgary. Here's Dewar. Just couldn't pull that to the forehand through his legs. Takes it in the corner. Gets hit there by Maroon, who knocks him down. Back the other way. Cleared out. Past Zadorov. And Peltier will chase back to his own end as it's sent up now by the Flames. Right back into the Tampa zone. Dewar first in on the forecheck. Lightning work it up ice quickly as it's carried. Chernak dumps it in. Around the boards it goes. Trying to kick it to the middle. Backhand chance there for Maroon. Doesn't get in on goal and it pops up and out of play. We get a whistle and now Pat Maroon looks injured going back to the bench. So it was a collision right as he was trying to drive to the front of the net, and he is going right down to the locker room. That is not a good sign for Pat Maroon, as he was grabbing his right arm and immediately went down the tunnel as we head to our first commercial break here of the third period. And God, gotta hope Pat Maroon's okay there, but it certainly doesn't look good, as he immediately skated off the ice after that collision and went right to the locker room. Unfortunate there. Hopefully it's not as bad as it looked there for Maroon, but the way he immediately went down, grabbed his arm, and rushed right off the ice, it did not look great. And Tampa Bay still trailing by a goal in this game. No goals here in the third period. All the scoring coming back in the first and second. If Calgary's trying to hang on here, and so far they have, as we've ticked down now, closing on the halfway point of this period. And they still lead this one 3-2. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, LNZ. I'm not your parent. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, it was just a collision with Stone, Maroon, and Zadorov. And Maroon immediately grabbed that right arm and went right off the ice. Lucas, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. We are back underway. Up the wall, trying to chip it out. Flames in their own end. Tampa Bay heavy in on the forecheck. Not able to get much going, at least not yet. Round it goes. Finally, Hannafin passes out into the offensive end. Here's Dubé on the rush shot. Oh, Dylan Dubé absolutely snipes one. And it's 4-2 Calgary with 12:20 to go in the third as they double their lead. 11th goal of the season for Dubé. And what a shot! just absolutely roofs this one. High glove side over the shoulder of Vasilevsky. And Calgary has doubled the lead to 2 with 12:20 remaining. And they're in a good spot here. They just got to keep playing, though. You can't sit back. Worst thing to do is just sit back and watch the clock run. They got to keep playing hockey, but they are up by a couple now in good shape over the Lightning. Taya, what's going on? Tyler, welcome. Chance out in front again. Lucic almost bats that one home. I do not play NHL 23, Tyler, no. Around now up. Cleared by the Lightning. Kucherov passes to the middle. Flames come back the other way. Lucic can't hold it, though. As it's played now, Stamkos into the offensive end. Kadri to Lucic with Coleman out there as well. Stolen back by Steven Stamkos as the Lightning know they need to try and get the offense going. Flames now with 38 shots on goal in this game. They lead 4-2. As it's sent up, cleared back in the neutral zone. Flames trying to carry in, but they go off sides. Tampa Bay only has 18 shots. And we get a whistle here with 11:11 remaining in the third and a neutral zone face-off in front of the Lightning bench on the way. That's the rumor, BC Transportation. I mean, obviously, I'm not the Penguins general manager or owner, or Penguins, the Canucks general manager or owner or anything, so I guess only they know for sure. But the rumor right now is that this is Bruce Boudreau's last game as coach of the Canucks, and that after tonight's game, no matter what happens, they're going to fire him and Rick Tocchet will take over. As Ian Cole looks like he caught a stick up high. And now we've got another gathering here after the whistle as these teams come together. Ian Cole, Blake Coleman's not happy, but I think he got this stick up here. Yeah, he got the stick up right into the chin there of Ian Cole, who was coming at him. And that is definitely going to result in a penalty. And it should be Tampa Bay to the power play here, down by 2 goals with 10:53 remaining in the third. Looks like the referees are talking about it now. Calgary is not happy with the call. But they are giving Ian Cole a 4-minute double minor for high sticking. As Ian Cole is bleeding on the bench from his lip. It's a 4-minute double minor for high sticking to Blake Coleman. And that is going to give the Lightning some serious power play time here. And a chance to try and get themselves back in this game, at least within 1, if not tie it up. And I don't know what the Flames are arguing here. I mean, Coleman's stick pretty clearly catches him right in the face. And there's a big gash right here on Ian Cole where he's cut open. They're showing him now on the bench. They're trying to stop the bleeding so he can get back out there and play. But the shaft of Blake Coleman's stick just caught him right in the chin area, lower lip. Yes, there are, Tyler. There can be. They don't happen nearly as much, but there can be. So it's confirmed through replay. Blake Coleman goes to the box for high sticking. It's a double minor, which means the Lightning now have 4 minutes of power play time. But Calgary wins the puck right off the draw, and they'll clear it all the way down. Vasilevsky will send that back over to Hedman. Hedman will start to break it back up. Tampa Bay with possession. I mean, I don't know what the Flames were complaining about there. That was a very obvious penalty call. But Lightning get a chance here now on the power play. Down low, taken by Kucherov. Back out high, here's Hedman. Long shot. That one gets blocked. Able to keep it in the zone, though. Cross to Kucherov now. 3:20 left on the power play. Shot there by Stamkos. That one gets blocked all the way back down. Chasing after it now is Victor Hedman as we reach the halfway point of this third period. Still 3:05 to go on the power play. Into the offensive zone. Down to the corner. Rasmus Andersson up the wall. Clears it again. And that deflects up and out of play into the Flames bench. We'll get a whistle. And a face-off coming up now in the Calgary zone. Here we go. Nick Paul to take the draw against Trevor Lewis. And that's won back defensively by Lewis. Hanifin rips it up the wall. Past Killorn and out to the neutral zone. We're now down to 9:40 left in the third period. Lightning still trail by 2. They have 2:45 left on the power play, but haven't been able to do anything yet with this power play opportunity. As Sergachev carries out from behind his own net. Trying to get it back up ice. Unknown, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Here's Corey Perry in the corner. Poked away from him. Rimmed up the wall. Trying to get to it with Dubé, but pinching down and keeping it in. The Lightning still have possession. Brandon Hagel. Double teamed. Back to the point. Good job there. Gets it over now to Paul. Nick Paul with a shot. That one's blocked wide by Weegar. Flames continue to lead this one by 2 goals. Up 4-2. What's going on, Ryber? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Around now into the middle. Stolen away and cleared all the way down the ice by Calgary. They have killed the first half of this double minor. We're into the final 2 minutes. And we're down now to about 8.5 minutes left in the third period. Yes, I did, Lucas. Big loss for them. Carried up now into the attacking zone. Kucherov tries to spin it back. Kick to the corner. Cirelli's on it. Stolen away, though, by the Calgary D, and the Flames send it all the way down. God, not a whole lot going here on the power play for Tampa Bay. They actually haven't even had a shot yet here on this double minor. Nothing going on offensively for the Lightning. Flames doing a great job killing it now with 8 minutes left to go in the third. That's out past Hedman and all the way back down to the Lightning zone. Carried across. There's Point. Cirelli. Dumped into the offensive zone, but the Flames send it right back out. Final 45 seconds of the power play. Tampa Bay here running out of time. Now through the middle, here's Corey Perry with a shot. And a big blocker save there by Vladar. Incredible stop there by Dan Vladar. Final 25 seconds now for the Lightning. Trying to do something in the offensive zone. Back out in front, stolen away by the Flames. They'll carry the other way. Up ice and Backlund's into the offensive zone. He gets knocked off the puck. Perry will take it back. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Lightning just about done here with the man advantage, and they've done absolutely nothing with it. Only 1 shot on goal during that 4-minute power play. As we go back to 5-on-5 hockey, the Flames have killed it off. Down now under 7 minutes to go in the third period. Into the offensive zone. Here comes Lucic heavy on the forecheck with Kadri in the corner. Back the other way. Kicked away from Nemesnikov. He'll curl back. Lightning have it now. Lifted out. Neutral zone. Flames carry back in it. Zadorov getting it deep. Around past Dewar for Ross Colton to play it. Lightning trying to start the breakout as Ian Cole sends it up the wall and out to neutral ice. Trevor Lewis gets it back. Calgary still in possession as they play through the neutral zone. Chernak gets it out for Tampa. Over it goes. We're now under 6 minutes remaining in the third period and most likely this game. Tampa still desperately trying to get some offense going. Back out. Bogosian cross ice. Kicked off of a skate. 5.5 minutes now to go in the third. Dumped up into the offensive end. Played in the corner. Braden Point trying to find Kucherov, but it goes to Dubé. Gets it through to Backlund, and the Flames are out of the zone once again as they send it deep. Backlund leads the forecheck against Bogosian. They should, Lucas. I guess that doesn't necessarily mean they will, but they should definitely beat the Habs. Brought out now under 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Played up by Tampa over the red line into the offensive zone. Shot in there. That one's sticked aside by Vladar. Lucic gets knocked down and Tampa keeps it in the offensive zone. Trying to dig this one out. Up the wall to Cal Foot. Foot runs into Coleman. And in the corner, it's taken away and cleared out now by Lucic with help from Kadri. Trying to get it into the attacking end deep. Forechecking pressure for Calgary. Stolen back here away from Huberdeau by Cirelli. Lightning will dump it deep, but Cirelli heads off for a line change. Perry in to the offensive zone, but that puck deflects up and out of play. We get a whistle with 4:09 remaining in the third, coming down to the final few minutes of this one. And Tampa Bay finds themselves in a 2-goal hole as Calgary leads it 4-2. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to see you guys in the chat. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you get that thumbs up, subscribe. If you haven't, I cover the entire NHL. Fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. And Calgary continues to lead this one by a couple. We'll see if they hold on for the win or if Tampa Bay can find some magical offense here at the end in the last 4 minutes. This has been a fun game so far. Was pretty physical early. That's kind of mellowed out as we've gotten into the third period here, because obviously nobody wants to be taking stupid penalties in the third period of a close game. So that's kind of mellowed out, but it was a very physical game early. We saw obviously a lot of offense, 6 total goals in this game, and we still may have more to come. And it's been a fun back-and-forth affair. Flames, very, very important game for them. They're in a tight playoff race out west right now. And, yeah, we'll get into the rest of this action. We'll see who's able to come away with the win. Looks like Tampa is going to be aggressive with pulling Andrei Vasilevsky. Tampa's going to be aggressive with Andrei Vasilevsky, and they score right off the faceoff. Anthony Cirelli is able to put it home on the back door, and it's a 4-3 game as the Lightning are back within 1. Wow, the empty net paid off quickly as the original shot from the point was stopped, but Anthony Cirelli was able to get to the loose puck right by the post before Vladar and put that one away. It is a 4-3 game as the Lightning are back within one with 4:02 remaining in the third period. One back now, long shot there. Vasilevsky makes a save. He's back in the goal. Got to imagine Tampa will probably wait a minute or two before they pull him again as it's carried up by Braden Point. Through into the offensive zone. Flames clear it right back out. All the way down now, 3:35 remaining in the third period. 1-goal hockey game. Waiting to see if the Lightning pull the goaltender again. It worked once as they're back within one. Here's Hanifin. Kadri gets it through to Huberdeau into the offensive zone. Huberdeau fires one high into Vasilevsky. That one gets covered up, and we get a whistle with 3:17 to go. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff for Calgary on the way. Hey, let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Taya. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Let's give a warm welcome to Taya, everybody. Another new subscriber for the channel. And that's going to be icing against Calgary with 3:04 to go. Third period action. And this game remains 4-3. Tampa, though, with a chance in the offensive end. Trying to get this game tied up. And they're going to pull Vasilevsky again here. They're going to put Andrei Vasilevsky on the bench. Taken along the half wall, through in front, shot there. That one gets knocked aside. Played by Kucherov, back out high. Working it around, Kucherov down low. Tampa still has it in the offensive zone, trying to dig this one out. Trying to dig this one. Tampa with it in the corner. It's Kucherov. Back to Hedman. Hedman to Kucherov. Backhands it to the corner. Lightning still have it. Offensive zone. 2:25 remaining in the third. And it's cleared up and out finally by Calgary. Looking for the empty netter up to Huberdeau. Huberdeau's going to tuck it in. Empty net goal for the Flames. And that is going to make it 5-3 as Jonathan Huberdeau puts home the empty netter, the insurance marker that Calgary needed, and they're back up by 2. And that is a huge goal there for Calgary to regain the 2-goal lead as they make it 5-3. And probably put this one away with a little over. A little over 2 minutes to go, and the Flames are back up by a couple of goals. A big insurance marker there by Huberdeau. Only his 9th goal of the season. But it likely puts this game away, and the Flames are going to pick up a very important 2 points this afternoon over Tampa Bay. And Tampa's offsides there. Cirelli brings it back in. That's going to get a whistle. 1:49 to go in the third. Around now to Foley off the draw. Hagel takes it back for the Lightning. 1:40 left to go here in the third period. Cirelli with it at the red line. Cross corner dump. Getting in on the forecheck is Killorn. Moves it to the middle. Chance here for Nick Paul. Doesn't get it on goal as it's poked off his stick. Sergachev now back out in the neutral zone. Lightning pull Vasilevsky again. This is the third time that they've pulled Vasi. It worked the first time, did not work the second time as they gave up the empty netter. So we have 1:10 now to go in the third period. Lightning keeping it in the offensive zone for now. It's lifted out finally by Toffoli. That's going to roll in just wide of the empty net. And we're going to get a whistle with 1:01 to go here in the third, and an ozone draw after the icing in the Calgary zone. Vasi stays on the bench. Here's Kucherov with a shot. Vladar makes a save on that one. And he's going to cover that up. 55 seconds left in the game. Thanks so much, Mike. Have a great night. Really appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and hopefully talk to you soon. And here's another steal as Coleman is going to put it in the empty net, and it's 6-3. Another freebie here for Calgary. I think Tampa's done pulling the goaltender now as the Flames go up 6-3 in this one. Cleared out of the zone. Blake Coleman gets a breakaway. And it is 6-3 Flames over the Lightning as they certainly put this game away now. Have a good night, Gordon. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching. And again, hopefully see you soon in the chat. Really appreciate you. Up now, 35 seconds to go in the third. Lightning trying to get it out of their zone. Not able to. Back down in the corner. Through to Backlund. He sends it back deep below the goal line. Calgary here with a very important win that they desperately needed. 6-3 over the Lightning. 15 seconds now to go in the game. And up now, taking Nemesnikov. Final 5 seconds. He'll just curl back. Lightning have nothing for the Flames, and we hear the final horn as this one goes final. The Calgary Flames have beaten the Tampa Bay Lightning 6-3 this afternoon to move back, at least for now, ahead of Colorado and into the second wild card spot in the Western Conference. So with this win, the Flames get back into a playoff spot, at least for right now, and a very important 2 points as the Lightning drop their second game in a row. But that is going to bring us to the end of this one, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this weekend stream as the Flames and Lightning went at it. Really, really appreciate all of you. Before you go, please don't forget, it really means a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, have some fun, and we'd love to have you become a part of it. So my next stream will be on Monday night. I'll be streaming, the plan now is for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So I'll post more about that tomorrow on the community tab. But again, thank you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your weekend. Really, really appreciate all of the support. And hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. So good night, everybody, and see you guys next time.